Basketball season. Tonight, the winner is on guaranteed 2 more games. The loser, you're done for the season. In the game Monday night, in the West Virginia Class AAA Region 4 Section 2, it was Logan, the number 1 seed, over the number 4 seed Lincoln County Panthers by a score of 73-43. And the winner of tonight will take on the Wildcats at Willie Acres Arena on Friday night. Chris Barrett, it's do or die time for the Skyhawks and the Wayne Pioneers.
Yeah. For the Skyhawks, they're hitting their stride at the exact point in time where you want to. They got off to a rocky start. Those first 2 games of the season, they were able to blow some people out, and then they hit a little bit of a bump in the road where I think they were like 2 of their next 8, and really kind of got humbled a little bit. And we talked after that last home game with Ripley. We talked to Coach Ballard about some of the things that needed to change and what the kids do. And his main thing was they were tired of losing. And I think that's what that makes your players work at what they need to do to get better. Whenever you hit a losing streak like they did. So now they've hit and they've won. It's like 7 of their last 9 or something like that, close to it. And they're starting to really put the ball through the net. And defense, the thing that this team has to do to be successful, they have to turn defense into offense, because they're where they play the smaller lineup and the way that they pressure the basketball. That is when this Scott team is playing to their potential whenever they can turn defense into offense.
You look on paper, Scott has definitely got to be the favorite team tonight, but you never know what you're going to get out of Wayne County. When the Wayne Pioneers show up, I've seen it in football, basketball, baseball. You think you're going to blow them off the field or the court, and they'll come in and actually clean your clock.
Yeah, they're one of those teams, they live and die by the outside shot. I remember a couple weeks ago, earlier in the season, they went to Logan in Willie Acres Arena, and if I'm not mistaken, they were winning at halftime, and that game was a lot closer than what Zach Green and the Logan Wildcats wanted, because they were hitting shots, and whenever they're hitting shots, this is a really, really good team, and we've seen that whenever they were here. They got off to a slow shooting start when they were here a couple weeks ago, and ended the game. They shot the ball a lot better, but it was just too much of a deficit for them to overcome. But when this team is hitting their shots, and I'm sure that is what Coach Ballard is telling his kids, pressure the ball, don't give them outside looks, and they'll be able to win this ballgame.
I was just looking over both teams' final standings. Scott comes in tonight at 14-8. Wayne comes in at 7-15. And if you look at common opponents, Wayne has only beat one of those opponents, and that was Sissonville. They lost all the other common opponents. But on the Scott side of the floor, they knocked off Herbert Hoover. They knocked off, of course, they beat Wayne back on January the 21st by a score of 77-51. Scott defeated Lincoln County, Nitro, Mingo Central, Lincoln County. Those are all games that Scott won, that 2 teams that actually defeated Wayne. So like I said, on paper, you got to favor the Skyhawks. They're the number 2 seed, but then you get the number 3 seed in here, Wayne. You never may know what happened. You talk about do or die. You put a kid in a corner, and they're going to fight their way out of that corner. Wayne knows if they lose this game tonight, their season is totally over.
Yeah, and the key for both teams to win this game tonight, for Wayne, it is going to be take care of the basketball. That's something that they didn't do a couple weeks ago, and just work the ball around to create those open shots. For Scott, it is going to be my key for them is not this game. It's not looking forward to Logan on Friday, because you just beat this team by 20 or more a couple weeks ago. You're at home. You're the favored team. The record's better. It's easy to look over the Wayne Pioneers and say, we win this one, we're going to go down and get another shot at Logan. Don't do that, because that's whenever you get into the spot of, before you know it, you're looking and saying, oh my God, we're in a game. Now we got to claw back into it. So, my message for Scott to win this game, don't overlook Wayne, because it can be a very, very quickly you can find out that this is a decent team when they shoot the ball.
Wayne has got to be a hungry ball club. Their last win came nearly a month and a half ago, back on January 18th. They did knock off Lincoln County at Wayne by a score of 56-52. And then they've lost about 8 or 9 straight since then. So this team is very, very hungry to do something tonight.
Yeah, and the thing is just like the thing that basketball and baseball and softball and all these other sports have that football doesn't is your regular season really doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, you want to get everything fine-tuned, but it doesn't matter what your record is, because a whole new season starts as soon as sectional game 1 comes up. So therefore, you're painted into a corner to where, Wayne right now, they feel like the underdogs, so that they're going to come out and throw haymakers and say, hey, we got nothing to lose. We're a 7-15 team. We've lost 7 or 8 in a row. We're just going to come out and try to throw a haymaker and see if Scott can answer it.
Scott was gunning for a 12-game win out for the last 12 games of the season. They went on the road back on February the 11th, had a very good game against a very talented, only once beaten St. Mary's. Then the next day, stayed overnight and played Parkersburg and lost that game, and then went to Chattanville on the road and lost that one by a point. And you watch the game film back on those, and Scott made some mistakes, and they know that, and they've hopefully worked on and polished those. Coach Sean Ballard says they've had a good week of practice, so they are pumped up and ready to go. We'll go ahead and take a step aside, take our first 2-minute break for tonight. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Scott Skyhawks, presented by Boone Memorial Hospital on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Home ownership is well within your reach.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville. Takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home, with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
We are at the Hawks Nest. Tonight, it's do or die time for the Scott Skyhawks and the Wayne Pioneers. The winner tonight will move on and take on the number 1 seed, Logan, at Willie Acres Arena on Friday night. The loser, well, if you're Scott, you pack up and go to the house. If you're Wayne, you get on the bus and go back to the town and then go to the house. But anyway, hopefully we will see a good ball game tonight. Real quickly, congratulations to and the Lady Wildcats. They won the Class AAA Region 4 section, or actually the region title. They will be the number 2 seed when they head off to Charleston to play in the state tournament next week. The girls pairings in AAA, it'll be Fairmont Senior, number 1, Logan, number 2, North Marion, Nitro, Pikeview, Kaiser, Philip Barber, and Sissonville squeaked in there at number 8. And you've got to be proud of that Fairmont Senior team. They've got some Madison or Scott flavor on that team. Terry Lovejoy Washnitz, who was a graduate, outstanding girls basketball player here at Scott. Her daughter, Marley, is a phenomenal basketball player, and she leads the Fairmont Senior team. And we wish both of those teams good luck next week.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't she committed to WU?
Well, she decommitted. With the players coming back for COVID, she decommitted, and she's had several offers since that time. So she's kind of hadn't decided 100% what she's going to do. She could play pretty much anywhere in the country. She's a phenomenal ball player and a super young lady and very involved in the community as well.
That's all I've heard. I think, in my opinion, a little bit of a shocker there, in the state tournament teams. I know Nitro's the defending state champions, but they knocked off a really good Wayne team last night. That Logan had to beat on their floor to win the sectionals, making them go on the road. So I know Nitro lost their the state player of the year last year, or whatever she was, that really good guard that they had. So they were kind of wondering what they would have coming back, but that was a big win for Nitro. I thought this section would have 2 girls teams coming and going to the state tournament.
I did as well. I talked to Coach Wade, who was here tonight to watch the boys. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. I just congratulated him on a good season. I know he was probably heartbroken and really didn't want to talk about it. But anyway, we got a basketball game to play tonight. I had the opportunity to catch up with Coach Sean Ballard a few minutes ago to talk about tonight's game and the mental aspect, and are the Skyhawks ready to go. Here's Coach Sean Ballard. New season starts tonight. Are the Skyhawks ready?
Yep, we've had a good week or so of practice. Couple good games last week. Played Lincoln County and a good St. Albans team to get prepared for postseason, and a few good practices after that.
Coach, you've already seen Wayne earlier in the season. You guys handled him pretty well. Is that the mindset tonight, or you just go out and play your game and see where the chips fall?
Yeah, we're just gonna go out. We do what we do. We pressure the ball and push it up with some pace, space the floor, try to get to the rim. We played well against them first time. They've got some skilled players. They're probably better than what some of their scores indicate. They're a real skilled team, a little bit undersized, but they've got a lot of guys that can shoot it. So if we're not ready to get out, contest shooters, and if we let them get into their offensive stuff and get good looks, they could make it a game on us.
You've talked about having a good practices over the last week or so. Anything in particular that really stands out that these guys have improved on?
Oh, they're shooting the ball really well right now. We've been putting an emphasis on it later in the year. We know we're a good shooting team. We've got a lot of guys that are capable of making shots, and that's what makes everything go for us. When we make shots, we're able to set our defense up, keep them out of transition offense, and so we've really put an emphasis on making shots, and we've done that. 2 games last week. I think at Lincoln County we shot 43% from 3 as a team, and at St. Albans we hit another 12 or 15 threes. So we've been shooting it really well.
Coach, I know you don't like to talk about it, but a win tonight guarantees you 2 more. A loss tonight, you're done.
Yep. I mean, everybody knows what's at stake. This is, I know our guys want another shot at Logan and a chance chance for redemption against those guys from the way we played the 2 earlier games. But, this is the more important game. Our ultimate goal is to get to Charleston, play in the state tournament. You win this game tonight, whether it's at home or on the road, you get the opportunity to achieve that goal in the regional game. But it starts tonight. So, we want an opportunity to go win a sectional championship, but, this game tonight is the one that's most important for sure.
Coach Sean Ballard, the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks. And Chris Barrett, you take a look at the starting lineup tonight for the Wayne Pioneers. They average 11.7, 11.4, 7.1, 4.0, and 10.7. So you got 3 of the 5 starters very capable of scoring double figures tonight.
Yeah, and just as Coach Ballard said to start off, they have to contest, because the winner of this ball game, I truly believe, is going to be the team that can get off to the faster start. You want to throw your best punch early, because there's going to be some jitters because it's sectionals. There's a trip to regionals on the line if you win. So early on, whoever throws their best punch first, I think will take control of this game, and you're probably going to see that be the winner. But if either team comes out a little flat, then they're probably going to be playing from play behind most of the game.
And then you look at Scott's starters, you got 8.5 points a game, you got 7.1, 21.2, 6.1, 8.3, but still yet, any one of those capable guys are capable of stepping up and scoring double figures as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what you're going to get from Reese Garden. He's pretty much done it all year. He's their go-to player. It's that second guy who can step up, that second and third guy. And it seems like it's a different guy every night. That's a thing that these Skyhawks have going for them. But who's going to be that second go-to guy in this sectional tournament that they can go to and say, when the ball's in his hands, can we trust you? That's the thing that the Skyhawks need, somebody to step up other than Reese Carden, because he's going to draw a lot of attention tonight and Friday if they make it to Logan.
And you've got this is coming off the bench. You got 5.2, you got 6.8. So any of those guys come off the bench and definitely score some points. So we'll go ahead and take our final break. We'll be back after this with the starting lineup and the tip for tonight's ball game. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks.
Welcome to Allstate. You already paid for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners, hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 119.
Online at bmh.org.
I'm Jeremy Caldwell, owner of Caldwell Insurance Agency. We recently purchased S.W. Richards Agency, located in Danville. We provide insurance with Erie amongst West Virginia's other top carriers to find the best price and the best policy for each client. We support local businesses because it's what puts cleats on a child's feet, money into a college fund, and it's what supports local families. Caldwell Insurance Agency, located on 5th Avenue in Danville. Let our family help protect your family.
You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks on C92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
We are back at the Hawks Nest. Joe Linville and Chris Barrett as the Skyhawks are introduced for tonight's game. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Wayne Pioneers. Coming in at 6'2", a freshman. Where's number 14, Cooper Adkins, a 5'11" sophomore. Where's number 23, Zane Adkins, a 5'10" junior, number 11, Dylan May. A senior, 6 foot, number 3, Ryan Maynard, and another freshman, a 5'8". Where's number 2, Ike Meddings, head coach of the Wayne Pioneers, Sam Cowenauer Jr. They come into tonight's game with a record of 7-15. For the Skyhawks, it's Jaron Gator, a 5'11" senior, Landon Stone, 6'1" senior. Reese Carden comes in a 6'3" junior, Isaac Setzer, a 6'2" junior, and Braxton Dolan, a 6'1" senior. The two teams are at midcourt, and we are ready to get tonight's game underway. It'll be Reese Carden going and jumping against Cooper Adkins for the Wayne Pioneers. The ball is up. It's tipped. It's controlled by the Skyhawks. Wayne Setzer takes it in the backfield. In the backcourt, rather. Reese Carden has it, looking to drive in. Finds a hole, goes in off the glass too hard, and somehow Scott comes up the rebound, and the three-point attempt by Landon Stone was in and out. The ball comes down. It's a tie. Possession arrow goes to the Wayne Pioneers.
Yeah, good sign there for the Skyhawks, getting 2 offensive rebounds right there. That's something they're going to have to do against this smaller lineup against Wayne.
You know, Wayne is a young ball club. They got 2 freshmen in this lineup. They are going to be good for a few years down the road. With the ball is Meddings. He bounces it into Cooper. Round to the far side to Maynard. Maynard takes it back out, goes back to the left wing. Now he drives into the paint, kicks it back out to Meddings. Meddings fires off a 3. It's going to go. That'll be the first points of the ball game.
Yeah, just a little too much separation right there. That was a deep shot, deep 3 there, but going to have to contest there.
Looked like Wayne may put some pressure on. Scott brings the ball. Gator and Setzer. They get it into the hands of Carden. Kicks it over to the corner to Dolan. Dolan drives in, comes back out, kicks it back out to Carden. Braxton Dolan with the 3 off the front of the iron. It'll be a Wayne Pioneer rebound. Here comes Meddings with the ball down the floor. Actually, Maynard kicks it back to Meddings. Meddings fires off the 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound. Meddings for Wayne. They keep it. They'll break it out to the midcourt circle. Reset. Kick it over to the left wing. To number 23. That is Adkins. Now they get it back into the hands of May. He drives into the paint. Can't do anything. It's going to be tied up by Jaron Gator. Possession arrow will go to the Skyhawks.
Yeah, I thought Wayne may have got away with a walk right there, but good job by Jaron Gator getting the hands on the ball. Calls the tie up. Get the turnover for Scott.
Setzer brings the ball down the floor for Scott. Gets it to Carden. Now they're just playing around the back of the arc. Now they kick it down to the corner to Carden. Carden steps out away from it. In and out. It will not go. Rebound goes to the Pioneers. Bringing the ball down the floor is Meddings. Now he kicks it back out to Maynard. Maynard out now in the half-court circle. Drives into the paint. Stops a little short jumper off the back of the iron. Rebound. Landon Stone. Here comes the Skyhawks. Stone brings the ball down the floor. Kicks it over the corner to Gator. Back out to the top of the key. Now Setzer has it. Gator will fire off a 3 off the side of the iron. Rebound. Wayne.
Scott's getting good looks. They just can't find the bucket right now.
Cooper Adkins gets the rebound for the Pioneers. They are still in the backcourt. Meddings brings it across the line. Now he'll drive into the paint. Off the iron, it will stick between the rim and the backboard, and it'll be turnover to the Skyhawks.
It's going to be Wayne. So it goes to the possession area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes to the possession area. So.
And it will stay with the Pioneers under their own basket. They will find Zane Adkins out of bounds. Now they'll kick it into the backcourt to Maynard. Maynard over to May. May was knocked out of his hands by Carden. Zane Atkins has it in the backcourt. He's looking to try to drive. Now they'll kick it to the outside in the right wing. Maynard thought about it, but takes it back out to near midcourt. He'll find the lane, kicks it across the way from the far corner. The three-point shot is up, and it will go by Ike Meddings. He has 6. He has all the points in the ballgame right now for both teams. Landon Stone, a little hesitation, can't get it to go. Stone gets his own rebound, and a tie-up under the basket. It will be Scott Skyhawk basketball.
Yeah, Scott just can't find a bucket right now.
Stripe to try to pick up a three-point play to bring this game within 3. Wayne leads at 6-2, 4:52 to go.
Really good take there by Reese Carden.
Shot is up, and it does not go, and he is like a 77% free throw shooter. Scott trails by 4, 4:48. Full court pressure being applied by the Skyhawks. Down to the corner to Atkins. He'll kick it over to the other corner. Shot is up, and he is hit once again, this time by Dylan May. 9-2 Wayne. Scott with the ball. They have it. Setzer kicks it over to Jay Sharp's three-point try by Kevin White. Off the iron, off the backboard. Rebound, Wayne. Scott cannot find the net. Maynard in the backcourt as he gets some pressure from Jay Sharps. Now they go to the right wing to Meddings. Meddings comes back around to the top of the key. Oh, he May got by with another walk. Over to May. May puts it on the floor. He's dribbling back and forth. Consistent pressure. He'll go and try to go to the rim. Oh, makes a nice play. Goes between 2 Scout players. He now has 5 points. Wayne jumps out to 11-2 lead. Sharps with it. Gives it to Setzer. Setzer off the glass. This time it will stick for 2.
Yeah, Isaac Setzer, he's not afraid to drive that middle of the floor. And that time you see it right there, gets to the bucket.
Maynard brings the ball down the floor. It's stripped by the Skyhawks. Reese Carden comes up with it. Here comes Scott. Carden still has the ball. Drives into the paint. Bounce pass to Sharps in the corner. Shot is up. 3 points for Jay Sharps.
Excellent find from Reese Carden. Let the play come to him and then dish it off for Jay Sharps to have that wide open 3 in the corner.
11-7's our score with 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Wayne now has the ball. Maynard has it in the backcourt. Dribbles out to the center circle, back and forth, trying to make something happen. Goes to the right wing, try to drive into the paint. He'll bounce pass it out to Meddings. Meddings shot off the iron, will not go. Rebound, Isaac Setzer. Here comes Scott. He brings it across midcourt. Setzer still has it. Kicks it over to Carden in the corner, and they're saying that Carden was on, touched the baseline. It was out of bounds. It'll be a turnover to the Pioneers.
Yeah, right now, Scott, what's hindering them right now is their pressure in the ball. They're getting that full court pressure when the ball goes through the basket. But the thing is in that, you've got to find the shooters on the defensive end because it allows them to do the skip passes to where shooters can have open shots.
Maynard brings the ball down the floor over to the right wing to Meddings. Meddings goes out to near midcourt, kicks it around the horn to Cooper Atkins. And they put it on the floor. And a charge is going to be, the foul is against Zane Atkins, the sophomore. And we talked about this during the last game. He is a triplet. He's got 2 sisters that are very talented ball players that play for the Lady Pioneers. Stone brings the ball down the floor for Scott. Reese Carden fires off a 3. It's off the iron. Rebound, Kevin White. Scott will get another chance. Kevin White puts it up for 2.
Really good take there by Kevin White. Got his own rebound and created his own shot underneath.
Scott pulls within 2 with 2:17 to go here in the quarter. Cooper Atkins has it, and he turned it over to Scott on the steal. Here comes Jay Sharps down the floor to Carden. Carden fires it over to Kevin White in the right corner. The shot is up off the front of the iron. Rebound goes to Dylan May of the Wayne Pioneers. Here comes Wayne. With the ball is Maynard. Maynard goes one-on-one with Jaron Gator, gets it across the stripe into his side of the floor. He'll back and forth, kicks it over to the far corner to Meddings. Meddings kicks it in to Cooper Atkins, and a foul on the floor. It will be charged against Scott's Landon Stone, his first, team first.
Yeah, tried to trail the ball handler there and get that steal from behind there, and just got up enough to where the foul was called.
Wayne will inbound it under their own basket. And another substitution in for Scott. Mettings has it, fires off in the near corner. Rebound, Jay Sharps. Here comes Sharps with the ball. Cross midcourt, and a reach-in foul is going to be charged against Wayne's number 1, Dylan May. That'll be his first, team third. And it looks like checking back into the lineup is Zane Adkins for Wayne, and also Braxton Markham checking in for the first time for the Pioneers. 1:37 to go. Wayne leads it by a score of 11-9. Scott on a pretty good run here. Kevin White has it. Tried to get it into Reese Carden coming in from behind the paint. However, the long arms of Cooper Atkins knocks and deflects, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skyhawks.
Yeah, Atkins was able to get around the pick that was set for Carden and knock that ball away.
Inbound to Carden in the backcourt. He'll put it on the floor. Goes, and it's stripped. Coming up with the ball is Zane Atkins. A whistle on the floor. And they're going to get Ian Geralds, who just checked in, on a reach-in foul. And that'll be his first, team second. Pressure being applied by Scott. Wayne gets it across the line. Well, now they get it across the line. Down to Ronnie Stacy, and a whistle on the floor and a kickball. It will stay with the Pioneers. They will inbound it in front of the Scott cheering section on the near side of the floor. Bounce pass back into the backcourt to Ronnie Stacy. Stacy goes to Markham. Markham still has the ball. Now they hand it off to Ryan Maynard. Maynard on a floater off the iron. And a charge against, is that number 2 or number 3?
I think it was number 2.
That'll be his second personal then.
But
no, that's his first. I'm sorry.
I think Scott got away with a foul on the shot, but they got him for the charge there.
Jay Sharps brings the ball down. He's going in, kicks it back out to Gator. Gator fires off the 3, off the front of the iron. It bounces in. Jaron Gator.
Roll right there, Joe.
Jaron Gator has his first points of the ball game, and the Skyhawks take the lead 12-11 with 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Full court pressure being applied by Scott. Now the Pioneers get the ball down the floor, into the paint. They go for the basket, and they're going to get Jaron Gator on the, tried to block the shot and committed the foul. So it will be Wayne's Ronnie Stacy going to the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Skyhawks lead it by 1, 12-11. First shot is up, it bounces and finally falls in. We are tied up at 12. Second shot is up, and this one is good.
Isaac Setzer checking into the ball game now for Jay Sharps.
Pressure now being applied by Wayne. Only one person back. Here comes Scott. Gator sends the ball down to Geralds in the right wing. Back out to the top of the key, around to Setzer, over to Kevin White in the left wing. Now they get it in. Now they get it find Setzer open. When he goes to the basket, a foul is committed by Wayne's, waiting on the signal, number 1. That is Ronnie Stacy. That'll be his first. Team foul number 5 for Wayne, as Setzer will go to the charity stripe for two shots. First shot is up, in and out, man, I'm telling you. Scott having trouble finding that net. Second shot up, high, arcing shot. It'll go. Setzer has 3 points in the ball game. And give Scott the opportunity, and they tie it back up at 13. 20 seconds to go. Wayne inbounds it. In the backcourt, full court pressure being applied by Scott. Maynard, and it's almost stolen by Braxton Dolan. Now they get it down into the corner. It's tipped out of bounds by Wade Setzer. 9 seconds to go.
Yeah, Scott got away with another foul right there. Probably should have been a block called on Scott, but got away with one right in front of the official. Wayne's bench was not happy about it, but Wayne throws it ahead, and it's a good defensive save right there by Isaac Setzer to knock that out of bounds.
Officials for tonight's game is Mark Akers, Mike Lemons, and Charlie Short. And Mark Akers, not sure what he's discussing with both the scores for tonight's game. Now the score for Wayne is telling Coach Sam Cohenauer. And now what may have been the possession hour The technical on Wayne.
Yeah, technical on Wayne's assistant coach.
So a bench foul.
I think he's arguing with their bookkeeper. That's who I think he's arguing with.
And Reese Carden is shooting the shots, and he misses another one. Carden only has 2 points in the game. Makes the second one. He's 1 from 3 to the charity stripe. And Scott takes a 14-13 lead, and the Skyhawks will get the ball. Carden will inbound to Gator in the backcourt. Clock rolling. Here comes Gator quickly down the floor. Braxton Dolan over the right wing. Kick it back out to Setzer. Setzer goes in, stops, pivots, turns, and Scott runs out of time. At the end of the first quarter play, it's the Scott Skyhawks 14, the Wayne Pioneers 13. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to Scott Skyhawks presented by Boone Memorial Hospital on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawks Sports Network. Tired of that same old
places, the all-new Thornhill Toyota on the Thornhill Motor Mile. Your total automotive experience just got better with one of the safest, most dependable lines of vehicles on the market, Toyota. Contact us today and let Thornhill show you what total automotive care is all about.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville, takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
Back in the Hawks' nest as the Scott Skyhawks lead the Wayne Pioneers by a score of 14-13 at the end of the first quarter of play. Winner moves on and guaranteed 2 more games. The loser goes to the house. This game very important to both teams. Wayne will inbound to begin the second quarter of play. In the backcourt is Stacy. He'll send the ball over across the way. Now they get it down the corner, kick it back out to Ryan Maynard. Maynard out near half court, down to the corner to Braxton Markham. Markham still has the ball, comes around to the charity stripe. Back to that is Ike Meddings. Now they send it back to the left wing, driving into the paint, under the basket, all alone, kicks it back out to the near side. The ball is stolen by Reese Carden. He will go in. It's knocked out of bounds by Maynard, and Scott will keep control of the ball under the room basket after the steal.
Scott very fortunate. Wayne player not knowing where he was at underneath the basket. Could have easily put that shot up and probably had an easy 2 there, but chose to take it out.
Sends it into the backcourt to Carden. Carden puts it on the floor, kicks it over to Stone, over to the near corner to Setzer. Stetzer drives into the paint, pauses, and he will get fouled. He'll go to the charity stripe for 2.
Yeah, that's one thing you can always count on Isaac Setzer to do. He is going to drive the basketball. He's not somebody that'll take that outside shot. He's going to find a lane and go straight to the basket.
Setzer's first shot is up, and it will bounce off the iron. It will not go. Hopefully in the second half, this basket down here is kinder to the Skyhawks. His second shot is up off the front of the iron. He'll get the bounce in for the point. Skyhawks up 15-13. And Braxton Dolan is going to be charged with a foul as they started down the floor. He collided with a Wayne player. That'll be Dolan's first personal. That'll be the team foul number 4. Wayne inbound in front of their own bench. Around the horn, it comes to the near side. Putting the ball on the floor is Zane Atkins. He goes up. Shot is deflected by Isaac Setzer. Wayne will keep it under their own basket. We are 50 seconds into the second quarter. Around the horn, Atkins fires off a 3. Off the back of the iron, will not go. And the rebound and the putback by Cooper Atkins will go for 2. Wayne ties it at 15. Around the horn, Setzer has the ball. He drives into the paint. Into Reese Carden, who could have very easily stuffed it on the dunk.
Turnover Wayne as they stepped inbounds as they were trying to get it in.
So the And the Wayne Pioneers, Coach Sam Cohenauer, will call a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. Yeah, just that quickly, Scott has scored on a steal, and now they'll get it again after 2 turnovers back-to-back by Wayne, and you cannot afford to do that in a game like this, especially when you're right in it, the thick of things.
Yeah, and that right there, that turnover was caused by the defensive pressure. The inbounder turned around, ready to throw the ball in, seen that Scott was pressuring full court, and just didn't have anywhere to throw the ball whenever he was just kind of leaning forward enough to where his momentum took him right on the out-of-bounds line, and it was an easy call for the official right in front of him. Turnover to Scott.
Skyhawks will inbound under their own basket. Officials hands the ball to Stone. He's looking. He'll go just inside to Braxton Dolan. Now they'll send it out in the backcourt to Carden. Over the right wing to the near side. Top of the key to Sharps. They'll bounce it into Dolan. And around the horn, they lose the handle. Here comes the Pioneers. Ike Mettings. And coming from behind, Isaac Setzer stuffed that ball onto the floor. A deflected shot. It will stay with the Pioneers.
Yeah, the Wayne ball handler stopped short to try to get the shot fake, and that's what got that shot blocked from behind.
Having trouble finding it, and it's deflected into the backcourt by Braxton Dolan out of bounds. It will stay with the Pioneers. They will inbound it across the way, and here's the take a look on the Thornhill replay, and you'll see Setzer come from behind to make the block shot. Wayne now will inbound it, shoots it across the floor to Mettings. Mettings swings, puts it on the floor, goes to the right wing, fires off a 3. It's up, off the iron, will not go, and it was sandwiched rebound. Somehow Zane Atkins comes up with it. He'll bounce pass it over to Cooper Atkins, who will be fouled on the shot, and it will be Isaac Setzer charged with his first personal of the ball game for the Skyhawks. That'll be team foul number 5 for Scott.
That time the shot fake for Wayne helped. He got the shot fake, got Setzer in the air, and that's what was able to go into him to draw that foul.
Cooper Atkins makes his first shot. He now has 3 points in the ball game, all 3 coming here in the second quarter. Second shot is up, and it is good as well. Wayne pulls within 1 at 6:20 to go in the first half. Skyhawks quickly down the ball. Here comes Reese Carden in the paint. A 10-foot jumper off the front of the iron. Carden goes to the floor. Rebound goes to Wayne. Here come the Pioneers down the floor. It's Stacy. Stacy tries to go in. Pauses, puts the pause counts, and will pick up his first basket of the ball game. Wayne takes a 19-17 lead. Scott quickly down the floor. Round the horn a couple of times now. Carden has it in the backcourt. Fires it over to Setzer in the left corner. Now Setzer dribbles back out. Jay Sharp sends it across the way. Carden puts it on the floor. He will go to the basket, and a whistle on the floor. Foul is charged against Wayne's number 2, Ike Mettings. That'll be his number 3. It'll be Ryan Maynard. He'll pick up his second personal. And Reese Carden will hit this charity stripe shot.
It's just as what? He's 3 out of 5 now.
He's 2 for 4, 3 for 5 now.
Oh, yeah, the one was a 1-and-1. Sorry.
Wayne gets the ball down the floor quickly, and Zane Atkins is touched from behind by Braxton Dolan, and they'll catch him on the foul, so that'll be Dolan's second personal.
Yeah, what got him right there was him just putting his hand on it. He didn't push him.
But
he just put his hand on there on the back as the shot was going up, and when the official sees that, they just automatically think you're pushing, so therefore you're going to get the foul called against you.
Atkins will miss the first shot. Second shot is up, and it's good. Wayne takes a 20-19 lead. No, they tied it up. Yeah, 20-19 Wayne. Kevin White has the ball at the charity stripe, backs out of it, takes it out near midcourt, hands it off to Braxton Dolan. Dolan tried to bounce it. Jaron Gator heads up. They get it to Stone in the left wing. He'll back out of it, and Coach Sean Ballard wants to take a timeout. We have a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to Scott Skyhawks Sports Network, WZAC and Video Productions.
Home ownership is well within your reach at Clayton Home.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners, hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 119.
Scott just threw it away. Kevin White on the inbound tried to get Landon Stone to come back. Stone paused, and the ball was just basically bounced across the floor and it goes out of bounds, and Wayne will get the ball on the turnover.
Yeah, Landon was looking to survey the floor, and Kevin just kind of threw it away from him, and Landon had no idea that it was to him until it was by him.
Wayne Pioneers lead this one 20-19, 5:20 to go in the first half. Maynard has the ball, finds Atkins in the paint. Now Zane Atkins has it. They kick it back out. Zane puts the ball on the floor, goes in, kicks it back out to Maynard. Maynard now puts the ball on the floor. 10-foot jumper, high, arcing shot. Off the rim, will not go. Jaron Gator comes up the rebound. Here comes Scott. Reese Carden still has the ball. He'll go all the way off the glass. He'll draw the foul. He'll go to the charity stripe for 2.
I believe that foul is going to be on number 3.
That will be his third.
Got Reese Carden across the side of the head as he was driving to the basket there.
Carden's first shot is up and in for the point.
Yeah, I think that's what Scott needs to take advantage of, the undersized Wayne team, and drive the ball to the basket.
Second shot up is good. Skyhawks up 21-20. Full court pressure being applied to the Pioneers. Here come Wayne in the backcourt, back and forth between May. Now they get it down the floor to Zane Atkins. He'll drive out of it. Ronnie Stacy drives it down the corner, puts it into the hands of Atkins. Shoots it across the way to the other side of the floor. About a 12-foot jumper is good for Braxton Markham. He'll pick up his first points of the ball game. Scott already has the ball down the floor. Gator to Carden, back to Gator. Gator drives in, kicks it back out to Stone. Over to Kevin White. White is called for shuffling his feet before the shot.
I don't know about that one. It looked like he was setting up to receive the ball and get into a shot, but you're not going to win that argument.
No, not this go-round. Wayne up 22-20. Reese Carden steals the ball. He'll go off the glass, draw the foul, and go to the charity stripe once again. This time foul is on Ronnie Stacy. That will be his second personal.
Yeah, Wayne, the shallow bench here tonight, and fouls are starting to pile up against those role players, that rotation players that they've got right now.
Carden's first shot, he nails that one with nothing but net. This will be the 6th free throw he shot here in just the last couple of minutes. Second one is up and good. He now has 8 points here in the second quarter, 6 of those from the charity stripe. Wayne finding themselves under a lot of pressure, and they're going to get them for an over and back as Scott's defense just kind of had Wayne rattled there a little bit. Turnover goes to Scott in front of the scorer's stand.
Yeah, that was just the Wayne player did not establish himself into the front court in order to receive that ball, as you can see right here on the replay.
Yep, here's the Thornhill auto replay. Shoots the ball across the floor. I'm not sure that was over and back. Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Garrett Lester, our engineer, says it was. And a shoulder drop, and they're going to get Landon Stone on a charge.
Yeah, Joe, the player in the backcourt receiving the pass has to establish himself in the front court first.
Okay. That's always a big debate.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge debate. And depending on what official you're talking to,
yeah,
you're going to get a different answer.
I've got 2 or 3 different answers on that. Zane Atkins brings the ball down the floor, gets it across the way to May. May still has the ball on the left wing, brings it back out. Kevin White puts on some pressure. Now May drives in, and he'll put one off the rim for 2 points. He now has 7. Jay Sharps fires off a 3 off the iron And the rebound still bouncing around. Kevin White comes up with it, shoots it to the backcourt to Isaac Setzer, back to White, back to Setzer. Jaron Gator from the left wing, off the iron, rebound Wayne. Here come the Pioneers. Zane Atkins bringing the ball up the floor, kicks it down to the right corner to number 2, Ike Meddings. Meddings kicks it back out to the midcourt area to Dylan May. May dribbles the ball, trying to get something set up for Wayne. He'll look, he'll try to drive it in, picks it up, and they're going to get Jay Sharps on the foul, but the basket will fall. He'll try to pick up the three-point play.
Yeah, really good take there for Wayne as he put his head down, went to the basket, drew the foul, and just got the shot up.
Dylan May at the charity stripe after hitting the basket, being fouled. Shot will not go. Kevin White comes up the rebound for Scott. Gator has it down floor. Into sets it off the back of the iron, and rebound is Wayne Pioneers. Here they come, the red and black. Down the floor, still in the backcourt. They get it to Zane Atkins. He'll go across the line. He continues to dribble. Now he'll come between the circles. Gets it over to the near side to Meddings. Meddings kicks it back out to Cooper Atkins. Around the horn to Zane Atkins in the left wing. Atkins still has the ball. Dribbles, spins, comes in, little short jumper, in and out, will not go. Rebound, and he gets his own rebound. Looked like Reese Carden was going to have it. Now Meddings steps in for a long jumper, and he will pick up the shot just inside the three-point line. Scott already down the floor. Jaron Gator was wide open under the basket. Turns, spins. It will not go. Rebound, Cooper Atkins for Wayne. Scott not able to come up the rebounds as Wayne's jumped out to a 28-23 with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Wayne still has the ball. Across the way is Dylan May. May still has it at the center circle. Looking to come. Carries the ball just a little bit. Jay Sharps comes out, puts on the defensive pressure. They'll kick it over the corner. It's smacked by Carden. Wayne still has the ball. Here comes Zane Atkins. 12-foot jumper. Off the glass, will not go. Setzer comes down the rebound. He'll bounce, pass it in to Reese Carden off the fingertips. They roll it in, and Scott will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here.
Yeah, that time you're starting to see the length whenever Wayne is trying to have the ball around the perimeter. You're starting to see the length and Scott's ability to get into passing lanes be effective here.
Here's that last play by Scott on the rebound. Bounce pass into Reese Carden, and easily off the fingertips into the basket. You don't want to take a chance on trying to dunk it because you want to make sure you score those points in a tight game like that. And that instant replay on Video Productions was brought to you by Thornhill Automotive.
Yeah, just Scott right now. Neither one of these teams have been able to throw that opening blow. We've got a couple jabs from each team, and that's why you see no separation right now. You know, early on I felt like one of these teams really needed to push the throttle. Wayne jumped out to that 11-2 lead, but was unable to keep their foot on the throttle. Scott was able to get back into it, and now you're just seeing a back-and-forth affair right now.
1:30 to go in the first half. Wayne has the ball in their backcourt. Scouts putting on full court pressure. Here comes Pioneer, Zane Atkins bringing the ball over to the corner, and a three, and it's nothing but net for Ike Meddings.
Yeah, Meddings has a quick release, and you're seeing it here tonight.
Gator, Carden thought about taking the three. Kevin White kicks around Reese Carden, sends it down to the other corner to Setzer. Setzer to Carden. Gator fires the three off the front of the iron, will not go, and the ball still loose. Somehow Jay Sharps comes up with the ball, and Setzer overshoots, ball still floating around. Wayne finally comes up with it with 51 seconds to go here in the half. In the backcourt, it's Dylan May. Now he'll send it over to Meddings. Still in the backcourt. Back over to May. And a timeout taken by Coach Cohenauer. And he wants a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it here at the Hawks Nest. Full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Hi, friends. This is Rodney Miller. Do you ever wake up and ask yourself,
Welcome to Allstate, where you can pay a little less and enjoy the ride a little more. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate, because better protection costs a whole lot less. you're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Wayne has it at the line. Maynard shoots it down the floor to Zane Adkins. Zane gets in. He's quickly tied up, and it is deflected. And Reese Carton comes up with the steal. He comes down, pauses a little floater off the glass, will not go. Putback goes up, still bound, and Carton comes up with his own rebound. Carton dribbles out. Now they'll send it into the backcourt to Setzer. Around the horn to Sharps, to Gator. Gator drives into the paint, kicks it back over to Setzer. Sharps fires off a three. Off the iron, rebound. Cooper Adkins for Wayne. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Now they get it to Zane Adkins in the corner. The shot off the backboard will not go. Braxton Dolan fires one down off the way, and we are at the half, and surprisingly, the Wayne Pioneers have a 31-25 lead over the Scott Skyhawks here at the Hawks Nest. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. We'll come back, and we'll break down the first half of action between the number 3 seed, Wayne Pioneers, leading the number 2 seed, Scott Skyhawks, by a score of 31-25. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks, presented by Boone Memorial Hospital on WZAC, Video Productions, and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville, takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor Mile.
92 and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
We are at the half, and the number 3 seed leads the number 2 seed. Wayne Pioneers leading the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 31-25 here at the half. And Chris Barrett, your take on the first half?
Right now, it's more of Scott not being able to contest open shots. You know, Wayne has kind of been a different team here. You know, early on in the game in the first half, that they've drove the ball to the basket more than we've seen them do in that first meeting here just a couple weeks ago on this floor. And because of that, you know, it's opening up outside shots, and especially when Scott tries that full court pressure. The thing is the full court pressure can do great things, but the problem is once you get into the half court, if they break the press, you know, fairly quick, you've got to find shooters because there's going to be open shots if you don't. And on Scott's side, the great thing about it's kind of a give and take. The great thing about Scott right now, it's nothing that they're doing wrong offensively. Shots just aren't falling. If you come out and you hit the shots that you're taking there in the first half, here in the second half, you've got a really good chance to blow this game open. And so for Wayne, keep driving the ball, keep drawing fouls, and try to dish it out to get those open shots. And for Scott, just get some shots to fall, get some confidence, and you're going to see a completely different team.
Scott Skyhawks led 13-14 at the end of the first quarter. They were outscored 18-11 in the second quarter, and that brings us to our score as the Wayne Pioneers lead by a score of 31-25. Let's go ahead and take a look at some scoring from the first half. Several Wayne players in the scoring. Ike Meddings hit 3 threes in the first half and a deuce. He has 11 points. Dylan May has a tray and 3 deuces for 9 points. Zane Atkins, only point in the ballgame. He shot a lot, but his only point in the ballgame come from the free throw line. He is one. Braxton Markham coming off the bench tonight, scoring 2. Cole Atkins, the freshman, gets the start. He's got 4 points, 2 from a field goal and 2 from the free throw line. And you also have Ronnie Stacy, who checked into the game late, has a basket and 2 free throws. For the Skyhawks, Jaron Gator has a 3. Isaac Setzer has a goal and 2 free throws. Kevin White comes off and has a field goal, and Jay Sharps hits a 3. Leading scorer, only scored 3 points in the first quarter. The other 10 in the second quarter, 6 of those from the charity stripe, is Reese Carden with 13 points.
Yeah, Joe, in the second half, what I'd like to see Scott do is take advantage of your size advantage. You don't see Scott have an advantage on the interior quite often because of the size that they play. But right now, you have a size advantage against Wayne's top 7, that they're playing 8 in the rotation. Take advantage of it. Drive it to the basket. Try to gang rebound on the offensive end this time instead of just the defensive end. Try to get those second and third chance opportunities to take advantage of the one time that you're going to have the size advantage that probably the rest of this sectional regional tournament play.
The Wayne Pioneers have definitely showed up to play tonight. The winner of tonight's game will take on Logan on Friday night at Willie Acres Arena. Logan on Monday night knocked off the Lincoln County Panthers by 30, 73-43. And the winner tonight will, like I said, take on the loser is done for the season. You make it to the sectional finals, you definitely get a regional game between your two of your fellow opponents up north. It looks like it will be Winfield and Ripley more than likely. And hopefully the Skyhawks can get a win tonight and go on the road and win on Friday night and host another game here in the Hawks Nest next week in the regionals.
And Joe, Coach Ballard said it best in that interview you done with him. This game means more than the sectional championship game does because you're guaranteed to get 2 games if you win this game. So therefore, you lose this game, you go home, or there is no tomorrow. So this game means more to both of these teams than that game does on Friday. That game Friday is going to mean a lot if you make it because that determines whether you're on the road or hosting. But right now, this is the most important game of the Skyhawks and the Wayne Pioneers season.
We'll step aside for another 2-minute break. We come back, we'll have the second half tip. The score at the half, the Wayne Pioneers lead the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 31-25. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to Scott Skyhawks presented by Boone Memorial Hospital on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Welcome to Allstate. You already paid for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
At Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, we have a huge menu offering home-cooked dinners, hamburgers, tacos, hot dogs, pizza, Philly steaks, and desserts, including, of course, ice cream. Ask about our weekly home-cooked dinners. We have an everyday hot dog special, 6 hot dogs for $5.99, or $5 14-inch large grab-and-go pizzas made from our fresh homemade dough. So visit Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill, located beside the old IGA in Chapmanville, just off the Crawley Creek exit of 119.
Let's go back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network. We are rolling down here at the half as Wayne leads the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 31-25. Chris Barrett keys the game here in the second half.
We talked about it at halftime, Joe. For Wayne, it's keep driving the ball and look to kick to your shooters. And for Scott, it's you just have to knock down your shots.
Scott's got to start hitting some baskets. I bet they didn't shoot 30% there in the first half.
And the problem was they were getting open looks. It wasn't contested looks. I would say a good 75%, probably more, were open looks that just weren't falling.
So over the next 16 minutes of play, a lot is on the line. The Pioneers are showing they can hang with the Skyhawks. Skyhawks got to get the momentum turned and swinging their way. Both teams on the floor. And a possession error will go to the Scott Skyhawks. They will inbound it to get this second half underway. Landon Stone comes over to the near side. The clock is set. The officials are set. Skyhawks inbound it to the backcourt to Jaron Gator, and we are underway here in the second half. Gator back to Stone. Back out to the top of the key to Setzer. Back over to the far side wing to Dolan. Dolan will put on the floor, hands it off to Reese Carden. Carden kicks it over to Gator. Gator puts the ball on the floor. Swings, turns back out to Carden between the circles. Carden goes in, drives off the iron. It rolls around. It'll go. And the shot will count. And the basket is against Wayne's number 11, Dylan May. That'll be his second. And Reese Carden will get the basket and the extra point. As you see it here on our Thornhill Auto instant replay. And the extra point, or the free throw, does not fall for Carden and Wayne down the floor. We have a 4-point ball game. Wayne has the ball in the backcourt to Maynard. Maynard looking to make something happen. Back and forth, left and right, tries to get in the paint, kicks it across the way. Immediately, number 2, Mettings, puts it up, and Landon Stone comes up the rebound. He'll bounce it in to Reese Carden, and the bounce pass to Jaron Gator was a little slow getting there. Gator outran it. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover goes to Wayne.
Yeah, just didn't put enough juice on it to get it to the cutting Jaron Gator right there.
Wayne will inbound it. Full court pressure being applied in the backcourt. Now they get it over to the near side to Mettings. Mettings kicks it down to the corner to Zane Atkins. Back out to Mettings. Back around the horn to Cooper Atkins. Cooper still in the backcourt. Sends it over to Zane Atkins. Zane in the left wing. Dribbles back out. Kicks it out to midcourt to May. Hands it off to Maynard. Maynard will try to go to the paint. The shot will not go. He gets his own rebound. Oh, and it was Dylan May that got the rebound. And looks like Reese Carden will pick up his first personal of the ball game.
I think what you're going to see here, Joe, in the second half is Wayne, if they get a good look like they just got, they're going to take it. But if not, they're not going to settle for anything. They're content with holding on to the ball and kind of making this a keep-away type game.
Dylan May's first shot was in and back out. Wayne up 31-27. Make it 32-27. He'll hit the second one. Scott quickly bringing the ball down the floor. Setzer across the timeline, down to the right corner to Braxton Dolan. Back out to Setzer, back around to Carden. Carden fires off the three. It rolls in and out. Rebound goes to Ike Mettings from Wayne. Here come the Pioneers. Cooper Adkins brings the ball down the floor. Ryan Maynard. They look a little bit alike from a distance. Anyway, back and forth. Finally, a long jumper will not go, and he gets his own rebound. Maynard in the far corner. Drives it in to just outside the paint, kicks it back out to May at the top of the key. Skyhawks putting a lot of defensive pressure on. And the shot is overshot. This time, Setzer comes up the rebound. Setzer driving the ball down the floor. He spins, turns, kicks it over to Reese Carden. Carden wide open, hits the three.
Well, that's exactly what Scott needs right now. Find the open shooters, and they need those shots to fall.
Skyhawks pull within two. Here comes Wayne with the ball. Bringing the ball down the floor once again is Maynard. Over to Zane Atkins, into the corner to Dylan May. May puts it up. It will not go. Rebound and the tap back in goes to number 14. That is Cooper Adkins.
Yeah, weak side rebound gets the favor right there.
Scott trying to work the ball in. Landon Stone at the top of the key, and they're going to get him for traveling as he put the foot ahead of the bounce, and the turnover goes back to Wayne. They lead this one 34-30, 5:25 to go in the third.
Yeah, just drug that pivot foot just enough to where it was an easy call for the official.
They'll inbound at the backcourt. Full court pressure being applied by Scott. Here comes Cooper Atkins with the ball. Correction, that is Ryan Maynard with the ball. Maynard goes one-on-one with Jay Sharps. Now puts the ball in, trying to find an open hand. Hands it off to Zane Atkins. Zane goes back out between the circles. Bounce pass inside. Now they'll pass it in again. Blocked from behind by Setzer. The ball goes out of hands. It's off the fingertips of Dylan May. Turnover goes to the Skyhawks. Good job, Isaac Setzer.
Yeah, they got punished with a easy little dump into the middle of the floor, but made up for it with that block.
Setzer brings the ball down, hands it off to Gator at midcourt. Gator spins, turns. Carden tried to come around, set himself up, steps back, hits the three. It will not go. Rebound, Wayne. Here come the Pioneers down the floor. On the far side of the floor is Mettings. Mettings will bring it back out, hands it off to Zane Atkins. Zane double team, stolen by Jaron Gator. Here he comes one-on-one. Jaron Gator, easy 2-point basket. Skyhawks trail by 2.
Good job of Jaron there to be able to slow up enough to get that easy bucket.
Full court pressure still being applied, and Braxton Dolan comes up and commits a foul on Wayne's Ronnie Stacy.
Yeah, just a little too late getting there for Braxton Dolan.
Here's the Logan Regional Medical Center instant replay on it. On Jaron Gator still, he'll go down. Little left-handed layup off the glass, in for 2. Skyhawks pull within 2. Wayne will inbound it at midcourt. Now they'll get it in to Stacy. Stacy tries to drive it all the way, and a charge and a foul against Stacy. That'll be his third personal.
Yeah, Cabin White took that one, and it was an easy decision there as the Wayne Pioneer was coming in at full head of steam, out of control, and Cabin just stepped right up and took the charge.
You could just look when he even got to the charity stripe that he was going for it no matter what, and it cost him. Scott now has the ball. Carden over in the left wing. Carden over to Cabin White. White looking, bounces on the floor, comes out to the top of the key, swings it back over to Stone. Stone puts the ball on the floor. They should have caught Sharps. He was wide open under the basket. Carden takes it, drives off the glass. It will not go. Carden gets his own rebound. Putback goes for 2 more. And we have a tied game. And a foul committed in the backcourt. It'll against Jay Sharps on the defense. That'll be his second person.
Yeah, they're going to get him for the reach in. Tried to create the steal there, and instead he got right across the wrists of the Wayne Pioneer.
Zane Atkins is out of bounds. He'll bounce it into Maynard. Maynard in the backcourt still yet. Comes down with Sharps. Puts the ball on the board quickly. Jaron Gator comes up, pops it loose. Somehow Wayne kept a hold of it. Now they'll bounce it in, swing it back out to number 3, Ryan Maynard. He'll put a little one-handed floater. Will not go. Rolls across the rim. Landon Stone comes down with the rebound. Here comes Scott. Stone still has it. Kicks it over to Kevin White. White around to Gator. Gator kicks it over to Jay Sharps. Now they bounce it back out to Reese Carden in the backcourt between the circles. Kevin White now has it. White puts the ball on the floor, kicks it over to Jaron Gator. Gator puts it on the floor. A little hook under the basket, a back reverse, and it'll go in 2 more for Jaron Gator. Full court pressure being applied to the Pioneers as Scott takes a 36-34 lead. And Sam Cohenauer wants to take a timeout and talk things over, and he'll take a 30-second timeout with 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. And the Skyhawks are back on top for the first time since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, this could be the haymaker that's coming for Scott that they've needed to throw. Wayne opened the game with a little bit of a jab boxing reference there, where went up at 11-2, and then they were just, like I said earlier, they just weren't able to keep their foot on the gas. Before you knew it, Scott was right back in it, and then it went from a back and forth affair. But Scott right here is on a good 10-2 run to open up this second half, and right now they're turning defense into offense. You've seen a couple steals right here, and Reese Carden has a little bit of the hot hand. But Scott, with that full court pressure, is what's starting to dial it up for the Skyhawks right now.
Logan will inbound it. Ronnie Stacy on the far side of the floor finally gets it in. Ronnie Staley into the backcourt, and Wayne will put it on the floor. They'll send it over to Atkins in the corner. Bounce pass in. And a dropped shoulder, no foul. They'll kick it back out to Zane Atkins. Now they'll send it to the near side. Maynard down into the corner to Staley. Staley puts it on the floor. Bounce pass will not go, and it comes up. Kevin White comes up with the steal, and he's fouled coming down the floor. And that will be charged against number 23.
Yeah, 23.
That will be Zane Atkins. That'll be his second personal of the ball game. Scott will inbound it at the scores table. Jay Sharp's in the backcourt over to Kevin White. Landon Stone puts the ball on the floor, comes around the arc, looking for help, gets it back out to Gator between the circles, kicks it back over to Sharps, back into the left wing to White. White finds Gator underneath. Gator can't hang on to it, and Ryan Maynard comes up with the loose ball for the Pioneers. Bringing the ball down to four, Staley. Staley back out to Meddings. Meddings fires off a long NBA three. It goes nothing but net. What a shot as Wayne jumps back out to a 37-36 lead. Jay Sharps has the ball in the backcourt. Sends it over to Stone. Back to Sharps. Sharps puts the ball on the floor. Over to the near corner to Gerald's. Gator around the horn. Back to Gator in the right corner. He'll put it on the floor. Bounce pass over right into the hands of a Wayne Pioneer. Here comes the Pioneers down the floor. Jaron Gator steals it from behind. Brings the ball down the floor. Goes all the way. Stops. Pauses off the glass. 2 more points for Jaron Gator as the Skyhawks retain the lead. 38-37, 1:39 to go in the third. Wayne bringing the ball down the floor, down the right side. Sends it back to the near side to Zane Atkins. He'll put it on the floor. Sends it over to the near corner to Staley. Staley bounces it back down the floor. Almost stolen by Jay Sharps. A spin around, and somehow Zane Atkins comes up with it. A whistle. And they are going to get Scott's number 1, Jaron Gator, on the foul. Not sure I agree with that one. I think it was more of a trip.
Honestly, I think you could have got him or Ian Gerald's on that foul.
Maybe so.
But yeah.
On the loose ball, it was going crazy out there. Now they'll send it over to the far corner to Meddings. Off the back of the iron, will not go. Ian Gerald's comes down with the rebound. Here comes Scott. Bounce pass into Carden. Carden takes it, kicks it over to the far corner to Setzer. Setzer puts it up off the side of the iron. Rebound, Maynard for the Pioneers. Zane Atkins has it in the backcourt. Now they'll send it down the floor to Staley. Staley puts it, goes all the way, hooks it over the basket, will not go. Setzer comes down with the rebound for Scott. Here come the Skyhawks. Kicks it over to Gerald's. Gerald's fires off the three. Off the back of the iron. Rebound, Reese Carden. Off the glass, 2 points, Scott.
A weak side rebound for Reese Carden. Come across, was able to get to it and lay it back in for the Skyhawks.
Skyhawks stretch it out to a 3-point lead. Carden steals it off the fingertips. Back-to-back baskets for Reese Carden. And Skyhawks lead at 42-37, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wayne trapped in the backcourt. Now they finally get the ball down the floor to Staley. Over the far corner to Maynard. Maynard gets it in. Oh, and a foul by Ian Gerald's. The basket will count. And Cooper Adkins will go to the basket.
Yeah, right now you're seeing exactly what we talked about, Joe. Defense into offense for the Skyhawks.
Here's the Otto Thornhill play. Carden getting the shot up and the rebound and the putback for the points. As Cooper Atkins will go to the basket. And here's another rebound, or the steal, the instant replay, and he will pick up the +1. And back to live action with 18 seconds to go. Skyhawks lead it by 2, 42-40. Setzer has the ball in the backcourt, holding for one shot. 10 seconds. Here goes Setzer. Drives it into the paint. Kicks it over to Carden. Carden fires off the three. Off the side of the iron. Rebound. Oh, not sure I agree with that one. Okay, you say it was right. Ball out of bounds at 3.3 seconds. Scott, ball goes to the Wayne Pioneers.
Yeah, Isaac Setzer got his hand on it and deflected that out of bounds. That would have been a tough call on the floor, but up here you get a pretty good advantage.
Wayne will inbound it. They'll bring it down. Fires off the half-court shot off the backboard. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Scott 42, Wayne 40. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. You're listening to Scott Skyhawks presented by Boone Memorial Hospital and WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Conveniently located in
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Did you know that 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime? At Logan Regional Medical Center, your breast health is important to us. Our caring staff uses the latest technology, like 3D mammography, in a comfortable and welcoming environment to help you stay on top of your health. Speak to your provider about a 3D mammo at Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
At Skyhawks on C92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
It is a jungle and the Hawks Nest tonight as the Scouts come from behind, outscores the Pioneers 17-9 in the third quarter to take a 2-point lead. 8 minutes to decide this one between the number 2 seed Scott Skyhawks and the number 3 seed Wayne Pioneers in this Class AAA Region 4 Section 2 first round game. Wayne has the ball on the inbound. Fires off a three off the back of the iron. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll be Scott Skyhawk basketball in front of the Wayne Pioneer bench.
I don't think I've seen a shot go that high in a long time.
It was pretty close to the rafters now.
Almost scraping the ventilation system up here as it's on its way up. But he's got a quick release and a really good shot.
Here comes Scott Gator over to Jay Sharps. Sharps puts it on the floor. Bounce pass to Dolan in the far corner. Ian Gerald fires off the shot. Off the front of the iron. Rebound. And somehow it gets loose. Goes off the fingertips of Ian Gerald. And the ball will stay. You'll hear a few Scott fans didn't like it, but that was a good call by Charlie Short, who was right there on the play. Here comes Wayne with the ball down the floor. Bringing the ball down is Maynard. Maynard goes to the right wing. Now he keeps it, puts it up, kicks it over to the near side to Markham. Markham sends it in to Cooper Eggins. Now they'll find number 11, Dylan May, open in the lane. He'll roll it off the fingertips for a quick two. We're all tied up. Sharps has it for Scott. Jaron Gator finds a hole, kicks it back over to Sharps. Sharps fires off the three. Nothing but net.
Really good find there by Jaron Gator. Sharps gives it up to him as Gator was driving the lane, kicks it back out to him, and Jay Sharps knocks down the open shot.
Skyhawks up by 3, 45-42. Wayne across the timeline. Maynard with the ball, sends it down to the near corner. Now they'll kick it back in to Maynard. Maynard sends it back outside to Meddings. Meddings puts the ball on the floor, goes out to the center circle, comes back to the near side. Now he'll turn back, go the other direction, sends it over to Maynard. Maynard goes one-on-one with Carden out near center court. And he'll put it on the floor, tries to go in the paint. Off the iron glass, it will not go. Ian Gerald's rebound. He'll send it over to Sharps. Sharps sends the ball down the floor. Reese Carden in the corner, fires off the three, it'll go.
A quick trigger, good find there. Braxton, extra pass, gets the open shot.
Skyhawks up by 4 or 6, just that quick. Here comes Maynard with the shot. Off the back of the iron, he'll get the bounce for 2.
I've been impressed with Maynard, too. He's been able to find his way in the lane a couple times and create something for Wayne here tonight.
4-point lead by Scott. Just under 6 minutes to go. Braxton Dolan kicks it back out to Jay Sharps. He'll fire off the three. Nothing but net for Sharps.
That's what Scott has needed. Open looks are now starting to fall.
Wayne brings the ball down. They trail 51-44. In the backcourt is Maynard. Finally gets it across the timeline. Double team. Now they'll send it down the right wing into Meddings. Meddings puts the ball on the floor to Markham. Markham dribbles. Tries to come into the basket. He'll force it up, and he'll draw the foul off number 1, Jaron Gator. That'll be his third personal. He just kind of fell into that one, literally.
It was. What got Jaron called on that foul was turning as the ball handler was coming into him for his shot. If Jaron doesn't turn his hips right there, I believe he's straight up enough to where he doesn't get that foul called against him.
Cooper Atkins' first shot goes. It's now a 51-45 game. 6-point lead by Scott. Cooper Atkins, a freshman from the Charity Strike, puts it up, drops it. 5-point ball game. Braxton Nolan quickly brings the ball down the floor to Stone around the horn. Here comes Jaron Gator. Gator goes in by the Charity Strike, backs out of it, kicks it over to Sharps. Sharps puts the ball on the floor. Sends it back out to Reese Carden. Carden wide open, comes up short on the iron. Rebound still floating around. Finally comes up by Zane Atkins on a 360 move. Comes up with it. Nice move there. Atkins gets the shot off, and he'll hit the three. That'll be his first field goal of the night. He only has 4 points. He pulls it within 2. Scott has the ball. Gator now has it. Gives it off to Reese Carden off the glass. 2 more for Reese Carden, and a whistle and a timeout. A full timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:53 to go in the ball game. Scott up 53-49. You're listening to the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Where the General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
After the timeout, whoa, a little hot there. 53-49, Skyhawks lead it with 4:53 to go in the ball game. Wayne will inbound it. They'll have to bring the ball down the length of the floor. Skyhawks up by 4. Wayne brings the ball down the floor. They'll bring it to the near wing. Maynard still has control of it. Looking to drive in. Stop, shoots, and it's blocked by Reese Carden. Now they'll kick it back over to Zane Atkins. Zane will bring it back out to the backcourt. Once again to Maynard. Maynard will back out of it. Maynard goes down in the corner, and they throw it away. Unfortunately, Jay Sharps touched it as it was going out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wayne Pioneers.
Yeah, Scott's fortunate right there as the Wayne player threw it into the corner where Meddings was, and Meddings was cutting towards the basket.
Atkins will inbound it. Now they'll send it to the backcourt, and they're going to get a reach around to Jay Sharps. Not sure he really touched anybody, but Sharps committed the foul. That'll be his third personal.
I think what may have got him there with Joe was his hand around the receiver cornerback type thing was maybe what
touching
got
to see where he's at. So that will send Maynard to the line. First shot is up, and it will not go on the 1+1. Braxton Dolan has it to Gator at the top of the key. Carden comes around. Carden bounces it. Gator takes it. Jay Sharps fires off the three. Off the back of the iron, will not go. Reese Carden on the rebound and a quick putback on the hook shot. Reese Carden has 2 more. Skyhawks up by 6.
That's about the third weak side rebound that Reese Carden's been able to get and put back up.
Here comes Wayne bringing the ball down the floor. Is Maynard. He'll try to drive it into the paint, kick it back out to number 11, Dylan May. They'll send it under the basket to Cooper Martin. He stuffs it up under the rim, comes back down. Landon Stone comes up with it for Scott. Reese Carden brings it across the timeline. Sends it over to Stone in the backcourt. Stone spins, turns, kicks it back out to Dolan. Over to the near side to Reese Carden, still in the backcourt. Now they'll bring it over to Sharps. Sends it back over to Gator. Back to Dolan, back and forth in the backcourt. Stone trying to make something happen. Carden in the backcourt, over to Sharps. Stone has it, or actually Dolan, he'll put it up, and he is fouled as he goes to the basket. And I believe that will be number 14, I believe, being charged with the foul. Cooper Adkins, that'll be his first personal.
Yeah, that was a strong take there by Braxton Dolan as he was able to get into the lane there and create the contact to draw the foul.
Braxton Dolan misses here on the instant replay. There's the shot, the rebound by Carden, the putback, and the points. Brought to you by Thornhill Auto Group of Chapmanville. Dolan's second shot is up, and it is good.
Kevin White will check back into the ball game for Braxton Dolan, who just hit that free throw.
So on the floor for Scott is Carden, Stone, White, Setzer, and Gator. Zane Atkins has the ball over in front of the Wayne bench. He'll drive it, try to get it up, and he jumped into Setzer. Setzer is not happy at all about that. Fortunately, that's only Setzer's second foul of the ball game, and that will send Zane Atkins to the charity stripe for the second time tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he is straight up, and that's the rule, is to be straight up. But when you leave your feet like that, 9 times out of 10, the referee is going to peg you for the foul.
And it looks like Coach Cohenauer is going to take a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:07 to go. Skyhawks up by 6. You're listening to Skyhawks Sports Network.
For over a century, the attorneys at Schaefer & Schaefer have served individuals and businesses.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
Community strong. We are Thornhill Ford Lincoln, your hometown dealer located on 119 near Chapmanville. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, support, and savings on your next vehicle. Don't miss out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and thornhillford.net. Built for America, built Ford proud. Thornhill Ford Lincoln is proud to offer you our all-new Thornhill Value Plus warranty, giving you 10 years, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on most all vehicles. Get going. The road to total savings starts with Thornhill.
3:07 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks up by 6. Zane Atkins at the charity stripe. Coach Cohenauer calling a timeout between the two shots. Second shot is up off the back of the iron. Rebound, Landon Stone. Here comes Scott, up by 6. And a foul by Zane Atkins in the backcourt. And that will be his third personal.
Yeah, as Landon crossed over to come back to his right, he caught an elbow from Adkins as he was trying to move over in front of Stone.
Nothing intentional. I think he just lost his balance there a little bit and couldn't get it back.
Yeah, Stone caught him off guard with a crossover, and he was just trying to get over to him to get in front of him, and just kind of caught him completely incidental.
Official timeout on the floor. We have some perspiration. They're trying to get cleaned up over there where Scott will be inbounding the ball, and you've got 8 basketball players there in about a 3-foot circle, it looks like.
Hold up, you got the scoreboard has went off.
And somebody's kicked the scoreboard. They tripped the cord when they went back behind the scorer stand. 3:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Skyhawks up 56-50. And Garrett Lester is on top of it. His scoreboard's still up.
3:03.
Garrett Lester, our production engineer here on site from Video Productions. Emma Gardner, our camera lady.
There it comes
doing
up.
a good job. Now we are back online. And we are good to go. Skyhawks lead at 56-50. Skyhawks will inbound in front of the score stand.
Now we got both of them up and going.
Looks like it will be Landon Stone sending the ball in for Scott. Sends it into the backcourt to Jaron Gator. Gator brings the ball down the floor, and they are going to get Ike Mettings. That'll be his third personal. You think Wayne's going to start fouling this early? 3 minutes to go, and they only trail by 6. Gator, now the defense backs off Gator over to Stone, over to Kevin White. Sends it back across the way to Setzer, back to the near side to Stone. Stone starts to drive in, thinks about it, kicks it back out to Kevin White. Back out to Reese Carden in the near side backcourt. Setzer comes up, little round and round. This is what Scott did against South Charleston and got beat with it.
Yeah, I think it's a little too early to be doing this.
Scott burning clock. Here goes Reese Carden. Bounce pass over to Stone. Stone brings it in, kicks it back out to Carden at the left wing. Now they'll come back around to midcourt. To Carden, hands it off to Gator in the backcourt. And it will be forcing the foul. Cooper Adkins, that'll be his second personal for Wayne. And we are in the bonus, and that will send Jaron Gator to the free throw line.
Important to hit these free throws.
Jaron Gator is a 62% free throw shooter, and he'll hit the first one. These are crucial at this point. Scott up by 7, 2:22 to go in the game.
Especially if your goal is to run clock on the offensive end, it's crucial that you hit these free throws.
Gator's second shot is up. It will be off the back of the iron. Tap out, rebound, Reese Carden. Scott resets. Kevin White sends it back out to midcourt to Setzer. Setzer tries to drive. He spins off the glass. 2 points, Isaac Setzer.
Isaac Setzer not afraid to go to the basket right there. Finds an open lane. He's able to get to it.
Skyhawks up by 9. Here comes Staley bringing the ball down the floor. Over to the right corner. Long three-point shot off the front of the iron. Rebound, Reese Carden. Skyhawks are back in it. Sends it over to Stone. Now they'll send it down the floor to Kevin White. Isaac Setzer has it. Dribbles into the paint. Back out. Sends it out to White. Stone around the horn. Here goes, and they're going to get Gator in the backcourt. Foul will be charged against St. Atkins. That'll be his fourth person.
Yeah, we're in a situation where free throws are absolutely crucial right now, especially the way Wayne can shoot the ball from the outside.
As I said, Jaron Gator, a 67% shooter, hit 1 of 1. He was 50% last time. Hits this one, off the front of the iron, and the rebound is going to be charged against Atkins. That Zane Atkins, that should be number 5. Or that's what I've got for him. And so far, maybe it's only 4. I had him charged with 5, but
he's
now
coming off now, so I think it is his
I think it is number 5. And he'll go to the bench. He is not happy with that, but he was forced into a situation. Braxton Dolan at the free throw line. Shot up. It will not go. And
now you're going to get an over the back against Jaron Gator, and it's going to give Wayne the opportunity to score points with no time coming off the clock, which is something you absolutely do not want to do. So that will send Ryan Maynard to the free throw line. He is 0 for 1 so far from the charity stripe tonight. His first shot is up, and it is good. Yeah, that's the Cardinal sin of basketball, Joe, especially late in games. Don't give the opponent that's down the opportunity to score points when the clock's not running.
Yeah, he's a 70% free throw shooter as well. Second shot is up. It is good. He hits both of them. Pulls Wayne within 7. Braxton Dolan goes to the basket. He is fouled on the way up. He'll go to the charity stripe as he is fouled against Staley. That'll be his 4th personal. Braxton Dolan back at the free throw line. A minute ago he was 0 for 1. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, and it bounces out again. He is 1 for 4 so far tonight. On the second shot is up, and it falls. Skyhawks take a 60-52 lead. They're up by 8. Staley brings the ball down the floor for Wayne. At the free throw line, backs out up, top of the key, drives into the paint, spins, turns, blocked by Setzer. Comes up with it, Scott in the backcourt. Here comes Gator. with the ball down the free throw line, and they're going to foul Gator. This time it's going to be Meddings. That will be, I think, maybe his fourth personal. And Jaron Gator is going to back to the free throw line. He is 1 for 3 tonight. First shot is up, and it's good. Now is when the pressure is on to make those. Checking into the lineup for Staley is, I believe that's Meddings back in the lineup. Second shot by Gator is good. Skyhawks up by 9. 3-point attempt taken by Maynard off the back of the iron. Rebound, Landon Stone. He's not going to deny that one. Here comes Gator with the ball down the floor. Sends it over to Braxton. Actually, he was going for Setzer. Dolan come up with it. Back to Stone. And they'll send it over to Stone. Back down to Setzer. Back out to Gator near midcourt. He'll drive it into the paint, and he'll lose it. And a tie-up. It'll be possession error to Scott with 53 seconds. Yeah. Gator was trying to make the cut. His feet slid out from under him. This floor is kind of, they even treated it before the game, but you just get out there. And I believe Scott is taking a timeout. Full timeout taken on the floor. 53 seconds to go. 10-point game. Skyhawks up by 10. You're listening to Skyhawks Sports Network.
I'm Jeremy Caldwell, owner of Caldwell Insurance Agency. We recently purchased S.W. Richards Agency.
Strong. We are Thornhill Ford Lincoln, your hometown dealer located on 119 near Chapmanville. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, support, and savings on your next vehicle. Don't miss out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and thornhillford.net.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital. Now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Thornhill is now your #1 destination for new and pre-owned Toyotas, plus our top-notch Toyota certified parts and service center. We're eager for this new opportunity to continue serving our local communities. Quality and support you can count on. The all-new Thornhill Toyota is here.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
62-52. Scott will inbound it in front of the Hawks Nest cheering section. And the whistle is blown. We are underway. Looking. Finally gets Reese Carden in there. Carden tries to slam one down, and he meets in the air number 14, Cooper Atkins. And a foul, as you see on the Logan Regional Medical inbound. Carden was nowhere close enough. Yeah, I'm sure.
Designed for that right there.
And Carden hits the first one. Second shot is up, and it's good. Skyhawks up by 14. Wayne brings the ball down the floor. 49 seconds to go in the ball game. Pioneers have laid it all out on the floor tonight. Dylan May has the ball, still kicks it back around, spins, finds number 13 on the basket, overshoots the basket, and somehow Cooper Atkins comes up the rebound, and a foul going to be charged against Isaac Setzer.
Reese Carden.
Yeah. Okay. That's only Carden's second. 33.8 seconds. Skyhawks up by 12, 64-62, and that will send Cooper Atkins to the free throw line for the fourth time tonight. And he is 5 for 5 so far, shooting 100%. More. Cooper Atkins at the free throw line, the freshman for Coach Sam Cohen. And he will to back iron. Jaron Gator in the backcourt sends it over to Landon Stone, and a foul committed by number 11, Dylan made. That'll be his third personal. And that will send Landon Stone to the free throw line. Stone has no points in tonight's game. Let's see if we can change that here on this shot. And it does as he hits the first. First one, Setzer is on. Landon Stone's second shot up off the back of the iron will not go. Here comes Wayne with the ball. Fires off a long three, and he'll hit it. Ike Meddings, he is deadly with that three-point shot. Landon actually down the floor on the other end. It is Isaac Setzer on the Hail Mary pass. He'll pick up a quick two more. Back down the floor. Now they'll turn it into May. He'll hit the no. It rolls in and out. Rebound. And from the corner, it's a three-pointer by Ryan Maynard. And that's the end of the ball game as the Skyhawks come up with a 12-point win, a 9-point win, 67-58 win over the Wayne Pioneers. It was a nip-and-tuck game for the first three quarters. Skyhawks come out, stretched out the lead, and kept that lead throughout the fourth quarter. And they are going to take the victory home, and they're guaranteed. Logan Wildcats Friday night. Final score 67-68. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more after this. This is the Scott Skyhawks presented by Boone Memorial Hospital on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Diesel Electric has been.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital. Now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville. Takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives.
Memorial Hospital, compassionate personal quality care that's close to home with caring skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
On C92 and the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Back at the Hawks Nest, where tonight the number 2 seed Scott Skyhawks pulls off a 67-58 victory over the over the Wayne Pioneers. And are you breathing yet, Coach?
Barely.
I'll tell you what, it was a nip and tuck game for the first three quarters. You guys started pulling it out there in the second half and really started connecting. Reese really got hot there in the second half, and that was the key to the clutch in this ball game tonight, I believe, for you.
We started getting some stops in the second half, let us get out in transition, get some early looks, and just see the ball go in the basket. First half, they did a good job taking care of the ball. They were making shots, so they were getting back, setting their defense up. We were facing set defense, and we were getting some good looks. They just weren't falling. It's easy to get tight in a win or go home kind of game, and you need to see that ball go in a few times to loosen up a little bit.
Anyway, tonight, what was the difference in the game? It just seemed like, Wayne had nothing to lose, and they knew that. They put it all on the floor tonight, and they actually played a pretty decent ball game tonight.
We knew coming in, this was a dangerous first-round matchup. A team with that people didn't really give a whole lot of credit coming into. No pressure. They weren't expected to win on the road, and they've got a lot of guys that are quick guards that can really shoot it. So, if you're a shooter and you're in a game where you don't got a lot of pressure on you, you can just go out there and fire it up, and you see those first few go in, it can be tough to pull out a win.
2 questions. I'll let you get back to your team. The first one, you're down by 6 at halftime. What was the message in the locker room?
Just keep doing what we do. We knew we just needed to string together some stops to get out in transition to get some early buckets, see the ball go in the hole a little bit, and dribble penetration. They were getting inside a little bit. We were losing the shooters from rotating to stop, getting into help, stopping their dribble penetration. So we knew our on-ball defense had to be better in the second half, and it was.
And last question, I talk about it a lot, but explain what it means to your team to have to be able to turn defense into offense and how important it is.
Oh yeah, those live ball turnovers that get you out in transition typically yields good looks at the rim. And again, once you see some of those go in, then it kind of loosens you up a bit. And when you're not getting turnovers and you're not getting stops and you're facing set defense every possession, you kind of have to shoot over the defense more than you are to get able to get in there, and it can make it hard if you're not hitting shots.
With the win tonight, you earned the opportunity to go to Logan on Friday night and play a team all too well. The first 2 showings, the Skyhawks almost like they didn't show up at all. What do you do to get their mindset, get them ready to take on Logan? I really feel that if they play their A game, you can be right there at the end playing for the win.
Logan's a great team. We've got a good team too. We haven't played to our abilities, the first few matchups, and we've kind of dug some holes early and had to fight from behind. So we know that we can compete with them. We got to come out, play to our ability, and not dig a hole to start the game like we did in the past matchups.
Willie Akers Arena will be packed come Friday night. It's going to be a tough environment. Get your guys ready, and hopefully you'll have a good round of practice tomorrow, and a good walkthrough on Friday, and get their mindset just to block all that out.
Yep, that's the goal.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win. Coach Sean Ballard, head coach of the Scott Skyhawks.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And anyway, a big win tonight for the Scott Skyhawks. They pull off the win 67-58. We'll step aside and take a quick break, and we'll come back and break down tonight's game after this. You're listening to the Scott Skyhawks, presented by Boone Memorial Hospital on WZAC Video Productions and the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hi, friends. This is
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Logan Physical Therapy wants to help you. Have you been injured at work or in an accident? Come to Logan Physical Therapy, and Doug Hibbs will provide a thorough, careful evaluation and create a comprehensive treatment program that will get you back on your feet. Logan Physical Therapy, turning setbacks into comebacks.
In Peytonville, there's lots of ways to save on auto insurance.
Really?
Yep. Very proud of that. With Smart Ride from Nationwide, they can get discounts for safe driving.
Does she get one?
Mrs. Carmichael, safest driver in Peytonville, takes a lot of work and effort to be the safest driver in Peytonville.
What about this guy?
With Nationwide Smart Miles, the less he drives, the less he pays. The list of inspiring stories goes on and on.
I bet. I've never seen anyone do more with their retirement than you.
I concur.
You want it? Click it.
Reserve it and drive it.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
Buy it at Thornhill.
That's right. Getting your new vehicle just got easier.
Visit any of our 6 locations and get a personalized experience in preferencing your next new vehicle.
Tag one of our pre-built invoices.
Or let's customize your exact features with our easy built-to-order process.
All we have to offer with shopping ease at ThornhillAutomotive.com.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride.
Tag your new ride on the Thornhill Motor.
Instead of Sweet Home Alabama, the Skyhawks picking up the win tonight by a score of 67-58. I'm going to have to double check that. I've got 65 on one sheet and 67 on the other. So anyway, it may have been a 65. Anyway, we'll get to it anyway. The main thing is Scott come up with the win tonight. And Chris Barrett, let's take a look at the scoring for the Wayne Pioneers tonight.
Yeah, Wayne was led by the 5'8 freshman Ike Meddings. The quick release shooter from the outside scored 17 points. Dylan May, the junior, chipped in 12 points. 11 points was chipped in by the freshman Cooper Adkins. 7 points was chipped in by Ryan Maynard, the lone senior, on the floor tonight. 5 points chipped in by Zane Adkins. 2 points chipped in by Braxton Markham, and another 4 points for a total of 58 was chipped in by Ronnie Staley.
If my correction is right, it is a 67-58 win for Scott in the scoring department for the Skyhawks. Coming off the bench, Jay Sharps had 9. Kevin White had 2. Braxton Dolan only had 2 tonight as a starter. Isaac Setzer had 8. Landon Stone had 1. Jaron Gator picks up 12. Reese Carden picks up 33 points to lead the Scott Skyhawks on all scoring night. And, of course, Carden would be our Boone Memorial Hospital player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he set the tone for Scott, especially in that little 11-2 run that Wayne had to start the evening. He's the one that finally got a bucket to fall by driving to the rim, taking it, being aggressive, and he continued that throughout the night. He ended up hitting a couple threes, but most of his points were something that you don't really see a lot of from him, was weak side rebounds that he was able to bring down and put back up, second chance points, and him just going hard to the basket. You've seen a couple just pure strength plays where he was able to get a shot up, create the contact, get the foul, and have the bucket go in. So I agree with that. And if I'm Coach Ballard, you know, this is a learning moment, a big learning moment. I think that Maya had flashbacks last year from Lincoln County. You come in the favorite, and Lincoln County knocks you off up at the Civic Center. But this one here, you know, this is probably a little bit of a heart palpitations as the night went on. But Skyhawks were able to do exactly what they needed to do to get this win, which was what we said, Joe. They just needed to knock down open shots, and that's what they did in the second half. Now they've got to turn their focus to Logan. Logan's just hammered them twice this season, both on the road in that third game of the season and here about a month ago here in the Hawks Nest. They've got to get that mindset out that they are just another team. They've got to go out and play their game, and hopefully they can hang with the Wildcats. Yeah, the thing is, and this is a school-wide thing. It's not just a one-program thing. This is an athletic program-wide thing. As soon as we see that blue and gold and that Logan on the jersey, we tend to be extremely timid and forget what we're playing for. I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, they're good, don't get me wrong, but it's just, this is an athletic wide thing. It's just something about the island, seeing that blue and gold. It's just one of those things that I call it the pucker effect. You know, everything gets a little bit tighter. You don't know what's going to happen. And if we can solve that, you know, Friday night, this team's going to be really, really scary heading into regionals and into the state tournament if they can solve that, because they've got confidence right now. You knock off Logan at Willie Akers Arena, you talk about confidence. Absolutely, for sure. We'll be back on the air 6:45 from Willie Akers Arena Friday night as the Scott Skyhawks and the Logan Wildcats will tip at 7 o'clock. That's going to wrap up our coverage tonight. Final score, the Scott Skyhawks 67 over the Wayne Pioneers 58. For the video productions crew, our engineer, Garrett Lester, Emma Gardner, our camera lady,
does a great job as always. And, of course, Bubby Brown back at the studio. Thanks to everyone who tuned in tonight across the website on WZAC925.com, of course, the Skyhawks Sports Network, and Video Productions. That's going to wrap up our coverage tonight. We'll see you again Friday night from Logan. For Chris Barrett, I'm Joe Linville. Good night, everyone.